Weirdest, dramatic evening of my life. Has anyone had worse? A few weeks ago, I had the strangest series of dramatic events all in one evening, one after the other. Has anyone had any worse? In November, I had a breakup after a serious whirlwind relationship of 7 months, which ended in a proposal, which I turned down, for various reasons. The breakup was really, needlessly, dramatic. And I hadn't seen him since, though we both spend time in the same society in London. It's been a difficult few months getting over it all and moving on, but I'm feeling much better by now, though still on edge about bumping into him in town. Silly things like always making sure I look perfect, preparing in my head how I would respond, what I would say, etc., just in case. Fast forward to June. So, more than 6 months later, and I'm running late to meet a friend for drinks, so I'm rushing up the stairs at Green Park Station, and as I exit the station, he is entering, and we basically almost headbutt. So, there is no avoiding him. We lock eyes, but I'm so flustered because I was already late that I completely lost all my cool, fumbled my words, and literally turned and tried to run away. Like a child. So embarrassing. He, being much more composed than me, calls after me and follows me, I assume to talk, and I run across a road without looking, and a car hits the brakes, almost hitting me, causing more of a scene, and then at that exact moment someone calls out, "Novello!" I look to see my other ex, R, from before the most recent one. All of this in the space of 20 seconds. He and me are on good terms, so I run up to him and throw my arms around him in a hug, trying to act nonchalant, and this makes my recent ex leave, thank goodness. I try to calm down and talk to R and end up inviting him to join my friend and me for drinks, and he escorts me along to my club bringing 2 friends with him. We walk in and my friend S stands to greet me and greets everyone else, but is acting strange. After a few bottles of wine, we go to the Wolseley for dinner, all 5 of us, and as far as I can tell, everything is fine. We're all talking, laughing, having a nice time, when suddenly, S stands up at the table and says to me, "Can I talk to you alone, please?" Everyone goes quiet and it's really awkward, but I say sure and go to the side with him. He says to me that he is so surprised I invited other people alone, and I say sorry, but I thought we were having a nice time. And then he says, "But I thought this was a date." I'm completely taken aback and explain that, no, that wasn't my impression at all, and he then storms out and I have to go back to the table and make an excuse for him. Very awkward. The meal goes on in the shadow of this strangeness, and we get talking to an elderly woman from Georgia, US, at the table next to us. Lovely woman, such a beautiful accent-speaking voice, like an old movie, and she is telling us about her holiday, and then explains that it is a farewell tour, and that she only has weeks to live. She ends up crying at our table. Super sad. But it is just adding to this whole surreal feeling of the evening. Then I get a call on my phone from a different friend, T, saying he is having a housewarming party in Marylebone. A big party, he says, with many people. And I should come. I say I'm with friends and he says there are many people there, so I think, cool. We'll all go and we get a taxi. After a very protracted goodbye to the woman from Georgia, as can be the case with older people. We arrive at Marylebone for this house party with many people, and T opens the door to me and my friends, his face dropping from a big smile to a very odd expression, and he gingerly invites us in. No housewarming party, no many people. Just a candlelit room with soft jazz music playing and a bottle of champagne with 2 glasses. We're all standing there in complete awkward silence until I suggest we go out to a hotel for a cocktail, and we all go. And then I leave and head home at around midnight feeling completely dazed by this weirdness. Then I wake up in the morning to a barrage of texts from S. My phone doesn't ping after 10 p.m., where he is getting increasingly angry at me for ignoring him, saying how upset he is with me, etc., culminating in him sending me a video recording of him fucking someone. I message him saying, "Why would you send me that sort of video?" And he doesn't reply, and no words since. In all, I rate this evening a what the fuck 10. Anyone have any worse? TLDR. X plus X plus romance stealther, plus dying woman, plus sex trapper, plus revenge porn? WTF?